Back in Tennessee, the sushi place we'd always go to was called Kohana in Clarksville. And I'd go there with my friends, go there with my family some. My mom wasn't really big on it. My brother really liked it. And we were looking at the menu. It wasn't this kind of place, it was just like you order a type of sushi roll off a menu. And they had different names, and there was like crunchy snow crab, which I always got, or the crunchy spicy crawfish or whatever, which I also got a lot. My friend Kenny would get the yellowtail, and there was one roll that was just called Kevin. And my brother was like reading down the menu, and he just started laughing. And I was like, what? And he was like, it's called Kevin.
A flying saucer!
I think I know who that might lead us to. Come on, guys.
Who are we missing? I forgot. Who have we not saved yet?
The aliens.
Hey, thanks, buddy. You just take care of your old self.
Now, let's follow that UFO.
Right!
Thank you.
Oh, it's just like automatic. I don't even have to equip it or anything, do I?
What?
The high jump.
Oh. Yeah, I guess not.
Wait, this is like a lot higher than I was jumping, right?
Wait, go to your... Oh, it might be because you're in a form.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I do have to equip. Oh. Okay, where's the way out? This way? Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to abandon the aliens.
I was looking for the dinosaur and the pig. They said they were gonna wait by the entrance.
I don't know.
To see their dialogue.
I don't know if they're actually here.
Sounds like they lied to their friends. They joined the organization.
Yeah.
You see the dinosaur wearing a black robe.
Yeah. It was him the whole time.
You're too late, Mickey. You're too late, Woody.
Yeah. Except he says it in his voice.
You're too late, Woody!
That's like on par with Jar Jar being a Sith Lord.
Yeah. The 13 darknesses will clash with the 7 lights. Where was I going again? Aliens.
Yeah.
Are they up on the top floor? Where is anything? Oh, I came in here earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Got it handed to me.
They gave you the
They
business.
have come for us. The mystic portal awaits.
Oh no!
Wait!
Stop!
Farewell.
It's getting away!
Don't go!
Get the rocket!
Rescue the little green man.
Keep going, Sora!
Where?
The UFO like runs away from you. You have to like do ranged attacks and stuff.
If I just kill all these guys, will these guys like keep spawning or?
I think they might, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say it'd be easier just to clear them out, then we can all go after the UFO.
Good timing.
Where did he even go?
I was up there. Stays on the ground.
Oh,
There you go.
Not today. This town ain't big enough.
Shoot some fire at him.
Round him up.
You want to get in one of those robots.
Hold on. I think I see a pattern to how it moves.
My shield's ready.
Goofy shit is ready. Oh, good God, there's 2 of them.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
Get that goofy bombardier.
Think there's a way to hit him from far? Perhaps if we use the cannons on those mechs.
Oh, good job, Goofy.
You killed one enemy. Oh, it wants you. It wants you bad. It's coming for you. Yeah, I think you have to get in one of the robots to shoot at it.
Like, I have to go out of here then? I don't see one in here that I can get in.
No, you have to kill one of them.
Oh, good God. Okay, alright.
Shit.
Yeah, shot lock him.
I keep forgetting about that.
See ya.
Did that hit him?
Yeah, it did 16 hits. UFO's flying around.
Almost there.
Soboba.
Sebulba makes a cameo.
Pretty good. Disney and Star Wars.
You have a pod racing
We
mini
are back! Our ship is no more. Nirvana will not be reached.
Sorry I trashed your ride.
Fear not. We still have our new home. The Chamber of Andy.
They're right. This isn't where we belong. We've been in this toy store long enough. It's time for us to go home to Andy's room.
But Xehanort told us that room isn't even his real room.
Can you prove that any of that nonsense is true? Oh. And even if that Andy's room is fake, it doesn't mean he's not somewhere in this world with us. I'm going home to wait for him. No more debate. You with me, Woody?
You're right, Buzz. Now that we're all accounted for, we should meet up at the entrance and go home.
Okay. We could have used friends like you for the final showdown.
But Organization 13's our problem to solve.
Yeah, I can take him.
I'm not so sure about that. Guys, can we see you off?
That would be great.
I can win this life or death battle that we have to do. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure you'll survive, teammate I'm relying on.
I think you'll die a terrible death.
And I probably will too, because you're not gonna heal me.
So that's really why Donald doesn't heal you. He wants you to die. Donald's a Sith Lord. Darth Dolan.
Darth Dolan.
And Count Gooby.
Gooby's face is terrifying.
Oh man.
I wish Dolan and Gooby were in this game. Like Sora and friends go to the internet, they go to 4chan.
Yeah.
Sarge, roll call.
Sir, yes, sir. Roll call. Alto is falling.
Sarge, Army men ×4. Ham, aliens, 1, 2, 3. Wait, where's Rex?
He took off. Said he wanted to prove to you you could trust Sora. He's up there by the video games.
Well, here we go again.
Huh? This is about us? He's not safe. The Heartless are out there.
You're right. Sora, Donald, Goofy. Any chance you could help us one last time?
Sure!
Thanks, guys.
Ham said Rex was in the video game section.
That's back up on the 3rd floor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Sora fights Pepe the Frog.
You get a feels bad man keyblade.
His sad face is the keychain.
Yeah.
Hooray! Whoa!
Look, it's Noctis.
Look! I found it! See, Sora?
Well, I never looked
I'm pretty
this
sure he's
good.
wearing Riku's outfit.
The clothes
Yeah, it
kind of
looks
match.
Just like it.
And Riku's outfit kind of looks like Noctis's outfit.
What do you know? They are video game figures. See? I told you, Buzz. They're toys, just like the rest of us.
Well, I suppose.
Donald, I thought your magic decided how I look. Explain.
Simple, that's not you.
Say, Riku would make a great action figure.
Must be him.
No, it's me. I've got the black clothes and,
So what?
All right, everyone. Now that we're back together, it's time to return to Andy's room.
Now? But can't I at least check the strategy guides? I want to know how to beat
Glory
Bahamut.
fight.
Next time. Right now, we need to go home.
Next time, they're never coming back here.
Oh, but you needn't rush off.
Xehanort!
I have more to observe. I can't let you leave yet.
It's us that you really want. Leave the others out of this.
You would say that, champion of light. Very well. Let's skip to the final stage.
He's gonna rape you.
Buzz?
Oh no.
What's the matter?
Just blows
Come
off
on,
his
Buzz.
head.
Quit fooling around. I can't believe
Get
it.
down, Mr. President.
Buzz has been taken over?
What did you do to him?
I thought I made it clear. I am testing the strength of their bonds.
This guy
In this
voiced
world, toys
Nigel
have
Luna
hearts.
and Kids
And
Next
those
Door.
hearts come from a powerful bond. So what happens when those bonds are stretched to their limit? When they are worlds apart, can cloth and plastic hold on to their hearts? All I needed was a
Bend
wedge
this
to widen the divide. Someone like you to fill them with distrust and doubt, and that chasm you created can be filled with a vast darkness. Witness it for yourself.
Your mom can be filled with a vast darkness.
Do something!
On my way!
Not this time.
Oh no. Oh, he put me in the game.
Put you in video game land.
Okay, I guess he has the power to do that. Can just do anything.
Where am I?
Haven't you heard? In this world, you come from a video game. So now you can watch my experiment from inside that screen. That is, if you manage to find a moment's rest.
There's got to be a way out. Buzz, Woody, hang on.
Oh, I die a lot faster in this one.
Yeah.
Can I fly?
Yeah. You can move all around here. That floor, or when it's glowing, it's electric. It's electric.
Not done yet.
I'm supposed to be. Whoa, okay. Am I supposed to do something with that?
I didn't. I think it's just a hazard you can hit.
Okay.
You're just supposed to kill all the robots. Oh yeah, you can board the stronger ones. The ones with the purple arrows over them are tougher.
Oh, what?
You're staying on the electric part.
Oh.
Hop in that white one there. Punch that midget robot.
yeah, keep them coming.
Those bots. Shut with the now you must fight Optimus Prime. Wouldn't that be awesome if like that guy's voice was used in this?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
Can't say.
Really bad?
Yeah.
Another guy. There's one sitting right here. There's one.
All the primes are the same, right?
It's just like there's prime versions of the regular ones.
Okay.
Like one has tackle, one has the cannons, and the other has the exploders.
There we go.
Oh, he's right there. Oh, punch his face.
There we go. Oh, I got an accessory slot.
Ooh, goody.
Pixel art. But
Alright, Wreck-It Ralph.
That seems like a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah.
You basically just place the blocks and then just explode them. Like, he can tackle and stuff, but he's kind of weak.
Like, are the enemies just gonna sit there and watch you put the blocks in? Maybe they do. I don't know.
I mean, it happens kind of quick, so...
Okay.
You don't really have time to really think about it, I guess. Unless you use that summon a lot and you just know the blocks by heart.
Yeah, I'm just fine. And you? Oh, wait. Where's Buzz?
We had to put him
He
down.
disappeared into a dark corridor.
It's like a zombie.
Oh. Sora, how do we get him back?
He was turning. We had to kill him.
I don't know. My power won't open those.
Sir, did I hear you say dark corridor?
That's right, Sarge. Any ideas?
Well, it might be a long shot, but we've sighted a shadowy portal in the Kid Korral. We can infiltrate from a window inside babies and toddlers. I'll head there and get it open.
Sarge, you're a lifesaver. You guys in?
Yeah! Please promise you'll bring Buzz home.
With batteries included?
Journey safely. Farewell.
Don't worry. We're gonna get our friend back.
So you can do that mini game by going over to the controller on the wall over there.
Come on, fellas.
Wow, I'm an expert.
Yeah, you got more AP now.
Oh, good God, yeah.
You can get those boosts. Fire boost, water boost. All the things.
Yeah?
0 XP! Wait, no.
Okay, I don't want to play that mini game right now. Gotta save Buzz.
Yeah! Go get Buzz, boy. You having bad thoughts?
Yep. No,
So
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. So the Kid Korral is, I think, on the 2nd floor?
I'm really glad you're here. I wouldn't want to run around.
Yeah, it took me, like, finding the Kid Korral took me the longest. I was like, what does it mean? It's like, where is this place? Because there are no waypoints. Which I kind of like, because it makes you explore. Like, I like exploring the worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's on the second floor, yeah. Whoa.
Oops.
Where are you? Are you on top of the... Oh, treasure chest.
Petite ribbon.
Wait. Oh, it's... Let's see. Look over to the right.
I think I have to go down to reach it anyway. Oh wait, no, I can shot lock, can't I?
Yeah. I think so. If you get close, there you go.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Wait, maybe it's not.
Kid Korral?
Yeah, it's a place. It looks like a play place, like with the plastic tubes and stuff. Maybe it is on the 3rd floor, and I just didn't see it. It's an area that was closed off.
Oh.
But like, there's a little window at the top of it that you're supposed to go through. It's like, they say it in the dialogue, like where you're supposed to go, but it's like, your objective doesn't tell you like where it is. It's just like, find it. So look around.
Is this it? Well, it's play place, but that's not the same thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's not the same thing. Okay. Yeah, just go around until you find it. It's not babies and toddlers. Wait.
I think it can't be on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else.
Yeah, jump over there.
Is it here?
No. This is like snacks.
That looks like the Adventure Time tree trunks elephant. So it's not in here then.
Yeah, it's not in here, but it's close to here, I think. We'll go back outside there. Maybe it is in the play place. Oh, I think it is inside the play place. Like, it's attached to it. Like, go inside, and you'll see the window. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Sora, look!
Like over against the wall. Yeah.
That must be the window Sarge mentioned.
Like, they got a ball pit and stuff. For some reason, I kept expecting to see this on the outside. I don't know why.
That's okay.
You just gotta like run up there.
Hope Xemnas appears in this bouncy castle. Like he did in Dream Drop Distance.
Did he appear in a bouncy castle?
Yeah. Xemnas.
The entrance was blocked by blocks?
Can you use the gigas to move them?
It was in the
Yeah, maybe. I'll try.
Prankster's Paradise.
Did he appear in that one?
You fight a bunch of Heartless in there.
Yeah. I know he showed up in the Tron world.
Xemnas?
Yeah. And Ansem showed up in the Hunchback world.
How are we gonna reach that?
Well, there are some more blocks here.
Oh no.
Kill them all!
Become as gods.
Yeah. Have a crossover.
be okay with NieR and Kingdom Hearts.
That'd be interesting. So NieR gets a bit gory.
Yeah.
Well, a bit, like, it splatters the blood all over the place. Jumping the purple one, I think. With the cannons.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yay. Zap the blocks. You have to press triangle on those blocks.
Hey, there's some over there.
Yeah, I was just looking around.
You'll need more than that.
Oh, you want me to... Oh, I see.
That's just if you wanted to listen.
Right.
Doesn't really matter.
I didn't see that.
It's okay. How do I get in there?
I don't know. There's more blocks inside here.
That was
I used to love these places as a kid.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
I wish they made them for adults.
Fully grown men crawling through these. That's usually a bad sign. If you see that. It's like, oh, there's the child abductor. Yeah, there they are. You just gotta get one of those robots up here.
My shield's ready!
My shield's ready.
Shut up, goofy. Nobody asks you.
Let's go. Oh, what?
You have to. I think you have to kill the. You gotta kill the robot.
Yeah, regardless.
Smack him. Smack him with your key. Blunt force trauma to the head. Stomp him with your size 42 shoes.
Sora's really grown into his own feet.
Yeah.
They're not even that big anymore.
Yeah.
They used to be the size of his head.
I think bigger. Just giant Mickey Mouse shoes. He's just having a grand old time.
So enjoying himself.
He just had to end it all. End his happiness. Oh, you gotta kill the ones inside there.
Oh, I just walk in here.
There you go. That solves that.
Who are you fighting, Donald?
Himself. He's fighting his crippling depression. There you go. Oh, hi.
Getting closer.
Well, the other one is down on the ground.
Soup eating boy. How's your soup? How's your soup? Okay. Okay. I'm at a sushi restaurant, in case you couldn't tell from what's rotating around the room on the belt.
Why?
Chew the shrimp. Chew the shrimp, Bobby.
What is this thing here?
Hey, look who joined us.
I think it's only one of those.
It's Sean Schimmel, the voice of Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Straight out of
Might as well be.
Dallas Fort Worth area,
Texas.
Right.
Texas.
That's right. I've seen them all. No, actually, no. I've only hung out with one voice actor ever.
Those are tags. They're not hashtags.
I still have a hashtag.
Okay, so I'm in the middle. I'm pretty centered.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a few different things I wanted to touch on. I have to like organize it in my head. This place is near where I live, and we come here pretty frequently because I should have gotten some footage of the plates on the wall. I can get it after. This is the type of restaurant, if you're not familiar, because we don't have these in Tennessee, at least not in Clarksville that I know of. This is the kind of sushi place where you just take what you want off the belt, and the color of the plate determines the price, and it's listed up there on the wall. But we come here pretty frequently because a while back they told us they're having a sale, and so every plate, regardless of color, is the price of the lowest color plate. And we were like, how long is that sale going on? And they were like, a long time. And they don't know. So just for the foreseeable future, the sushi here is really cheap. It's pretty good. So yeah, the sushi place we'd always go to in the States. Back in Tennessee, the sushi place we'd always go to was called Kohana in Clarksville. And I didn't really even discover sushi. I mean, I knew it existed, but I didn't know it was like in Clarksville and that I could go get it and enjoy it until I was probably like 19 or something. And I go there with my friends, go there with my family some. My mom wasn't really big on it. My brother really liked it. The thing I want to talk about here is I went to Kohana once with my brother and some other people, probably my mom or someone, I don't remember. And we were looking at the menu. It wasn't this kind of place. It was just like you order a type of sushi roll off a menu, and they had different names. And there was like crunchy snow crab, which I always got, or the crunchy spicy crawfish or whatever, which I also got a lot. My friend Kenny would get the yellowtail, and there was one roll that was just called Kevin. And my brother was like reading down the menu, and he just started laughing. And I was like, what? And he was like, it's called Kevin. And that's hilarious. I think it was probably named after someone who worked there or had worked there, and he just like made up his own. Oh wow, you get some footage of that. Get some footage of that. No, never mind.
Wow. Too late. There you go.
Ooh. Should have seen him. He just like blowtorched that thing.
With a freaking blowtorch, yeah.
Just lit it up.
Love it.
He just welded it. Anyway, what was I saying? Kevin.
Kevin.
It's probably named after someone who used to work there. He just like made his own custom combination of stuff in a sushi roll. That's a good memory because it was really funny. It's Kevin. Sushi. Where was I going with this? There was a time when it was after I'd moved to Seattle. I moved to Seattle when I was 24, so my brother was 19. And I'm thinking about at some point after I was living in Seattle and had been for a while, the thing about Jamison's addiction and just Jamison's problems and Jamison being the troubled one who like stressed my family out had been an ongoing thing for a long time. And this was before he started, this was before obviously he went to rehab and started doing better. So like things never seemed to be going great for him. And around his birthday, one of the years, maybe 2014 or some 2013, I don't know. One of the years around his birthday, I talked to my mom and she said we went out for Jamison's birthday last night. He wanted sushi, so we took him out to sushi. And I know at that point Jamison had like, it was like kind of around the same time period, I don't know before or after, that he'd been like homeless for a while because he'd been stealing stuff from my mom and selling it, and she eventually had to kick him out, not permanently, but that stuff and just like a bunch of other problems. So I think about like when she said that, when she said we took him, he wanted to get sushi, so we took him to sushi, it just made me sad because it's like, it's hard to explain. Because it's like, aside from all of the problems and all of the badness and all of the, oh, we found this in his room, we found this in his room, it was just like this really simple, like basic human thing, unconnected from all of that mess. It was just, he liked sushi and he wanted to eat sushi for his birthday, and I don't know why that made me sad, but it did. And also because when I think back to when I was his age at that point, like when I was 19, when I was 20, when I was 21, I never did sneaky stuff. I didn't really lie to my parents, I don't think. I mean, everyone lies to their parents, but nothing big, like, and my parents trusted me and they let me do whatever I wanted, and I did whatever I wanted. I stayed out really late, I'd go out with friends, I'd do stuff, and I would just kind of like casually tell my parents I was doing it, and they'd be like, okay. I didn't get in trouble, I didn't do anything bad, and I'm not talking myself up, I'm just saying like, I was enjoying myself. That was my early adulthood, and it was just like enjoying being an adult and just going out with friends and doing stuff, and it was just freedom and pleasantness and whatever I wanted. And his adulthood was like constant surveillance because he had to be constantly watched because of what he might do, and he didn't seem to really have that great of a social life, and most of the people he did associate with were probably doing the stuff he was doing. And he, like for my birthday, I'd get a big group of friends together from college, like people my age, and we'd go and eat or whatever. And for his birthday, like, he had to get his mom to take him out, which, I mean, like, it's cool to have parents. It's cool to have parents that will do stuff with you on your birthday, but it's just he wasn't living much of a life. he wasn't enjoying himself, and it was just sad. And that's a little bit connected to sushi in my mind. Don't do drugs. If you've existed for long enough, you've heard that before, and this video is probably not going to change your mind. If you do them, you might get addicted, and this might happen to you. That's just how it goes. Don't do them. Like, my brother's dead.
Something later. That's the thing. It's like not even a full meal. If I stop here, I'm gonna have to eat something later.
Oh, did you get the plates on the wall?
Oh yeah, thank you. I was gonna forget about that.
Yeah. You might want to zoom in on it.
Yeah. So the thing I forgot to talk about at the sushi restaurant was the place we used to go, Kohana. One of my friends named Ryan used to work there, and he also, I think maybe at the same time, worked at GameStop or Game Crazy. I want to say it was Game Crazy before they got bought by GameStop, which is what I think happened. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, he worked at both those places. And he's a really nice guy, really personable, good at talking to people, and like charismatic. And so he was always like, even though he was my friend, I didn't know him super well, but we were friends. But even then, he was like super friendly and charismatic to us when we went into wherever he worked. Just a cool guy. But he yeah, so he'd serve us at Kohana, and then there was a time when Jamison was a teenager, and he wanted to buy Oblivion. So I don't know if you ever played Skyrim or Morrowind, the Elder Scrolls games, but he wanted to buy Oblivion on Xbox 360. He didn't have a 360, I think my cousin Gunnar did, and they were going to buy it together. And so they had like put their money together, and I guess they've been trying to figure this out for a little while. And I took them to the game store to buy Oblivion. And Ryan was the guy who was like working that day, and so they like almost had enough, and they were trying to figure out like if we put this money together. And Ryan was like very patient, just kind of like standing by, watching them do it. And then I think finally I contributed like some change that I had, and so Jamison like counted out the money again, and I forgot how much it was. Let's say it was like $45 or something, and he had like 42. So counted out the change, and then it was like, okay, 42, 43, 44, 45. And then Jamison was done counting, and immediately Ryan was like, that's a copy of Oblivion right there. And so yeah, they bought Oblivion. And then at some point later on, I was either coming home from work or coming home from school, and went to my house and like walked up and opened the front door, and in the big main room, right when you walk in, where the big TV is, my dad and Jamison and I think Gunnar were there. Like, and my dad who never plays video games was holding the Xbox 360 controller, and they were all like looking at the screen, and they all looked at me, and I was just like, well, this isn't what I expected to see when I walked in here. And they laughed. My dad thought that was pretty funny. And yeah, they were creating a character. Like, my dad was creating a character in Oblivion. I don't remember what it was, and I know like he never ended up really playing the game much, but yeah, he sat there and made a character with him. I wish Jamison had stayed primarily interested in this kind of thing. These goofy video games. When I say goofy, like Kingdom Hearts is a really goofy game, but I legitimately think games they have the potential to be art. In any case, it's better than what he ended up doing. I mean, like, making music is cool, skateboarding is fine, but I don't know, I wish he'd been more strongly connected to the stuff that my friends and I were continuing to do, but some of that is... I have a lot of memories of me when I started to have more friends around, like 17, 18, 19, maybe not 19, 16, 17-ish. I have a lot of memories of me having friends over more frequently and like larger groups of friends, and him, and less like being on the computer doing something, and him coming up, and like we'd be crowded on the computer and he'd come up and ask a question, and I would like very quickly, it's like I realized he was there and I'd get annoyed and I'd be like, go away. And he'd go away without even really saying anything, like not even really protesting, he would just leave. Yeah, wish I hadn't done that. I don't know to what extent that played a part in him going his own way and getting into other stuff, but I mean, there's nothing I can do now, but I'm not gonna kid myself, like that certainly didn't help anything. Yeah, in hindsight, I wish he had kept doing stuff with me and my friends, but I guess I didn't really allow for that to happen. But then sometimes I did. I guess once I had grown up a little bit, I tried to include him in stuff. I invited him over to my apartment after I'd moved out to just like play games or watch anime or just hang out, whatever. I invited him to one or two of the parties my friends and I had in college where we'd like play Smash Brothers, play Rock Band. It was 2008, so it was Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii. Play Smash Brothers, play Rock Band, play DDR on our laptops. I invited him to a few of those, one or two. He came to at least one, and he said that he enjoyed it, so I think he was happy to be invited, but he was pretty quiet while he was there. He didn't really know anybody. I think everyone was reasonably friendly to him, but without wanting to like maybe talk to him too much and like get in his business because he seemed a little shy. So I remember at that party he mostly kind of sat back and watched what we were doing, and we had ordered some pizza or gotten some pizza and brought it there, and he drew a picture while he was hanging out and watching us like play games or whatever. He stood there like behind the counter in someone's dorm at APSU and drew Pennywise the Clown on the inside of the pizza box. I might have that photo somewhere, or I think it probably exists somewhere, but I don't know where. I'll have to find it later. If I can't put it in this video, I'll put it in a later one. Yeah, that, and then when a big group of my internet friends and I, once we were old enough, like we would once or twice, or no, like 2 or 3 times we would meet up. We would pick someone, we were all kind of spread out across the country, so we would pick someone's town they lived in, and everybody would converge there. So each time like one person didn't have to travel. I lived in Tennessee, one of them lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, a couple of them lived in New York. One guy I want to say lived in Florida. Anyway, so one of the times, it was in 2011, we were all going out to Charlotte. Kenny and I drove out there and we invited Jamison along. I invited Jamison and he came with us. It was like a 9-hour drive. About halfway there, we had to stop and go to this like rest stop gas station-y type place, like a little convenience store, because he started feeling sick and he had to go throw up in the bathroom. I think we'd gotten McDonald's beforehand, like before we got on the interstate, and we ate some of that. And so I don't know if if his stomach got upset from that, or if he was partly sick because of something drug related, or if he actually had stuff on him and he wanted to go to the bathroom to do the drugs. Now that I know more, because at the time I didn't know how bad things were with him. Now that I know more, I kind of suspect it might have actually been that, like he wasn't actually feeling nauseated, but just wanted to like go shoot up in the bathroom or something. I don't know. He could have just been sick. At that point, 2011, I don't know how intense the stuff he was doing was, but I think it was starting to be pretty bad, or had been for a while maybe. Anyway, that's kind of an aside. We waited there for like 30 minutes, and then he came out and we continued on. We went to Charlotte and we had a pretty good time hanging out with our friends in the hotel room we got, where we all stayed together. One of them I think it was maybe Kenny, had modded his Wii, and he got like the English translation of Mother 3, the sequel to Earthbound, and we played that on the TV in the hotel using his Wii. Jamison had played Earthbound years before, and I think he might have actually beaten it. But yeah, he liked Mother 3, he enjoyed watching it. I mean, we didn't play the whole game, we couldn't get that far in it. But he enjoyed meeting my friends and hanging out with my friends, and this was like the first time a lot of them had either met him or really talked to him much, but he kind of joked around with them some, and later on they told me like they liked him. They're like, I like your brother. Kenny from Mother 3, like he got stuck on some boss that was essentially like, it was like Jello or something, and our friend Paul kept making fun of him for not being able to beat Jello. Jamison thought that was really funny. At that point in my life, I didn't drink. I still don't really like drink much, but I didn't drink anything at all. I was opposed to drinking alcohol and getting drunk and all that stuff. So some of my friends went out to do that, and I didn't join them because I thought they might do that stuff. Like I was gonna go meet them later, and then when I called and like found out what they were doing, I just stayed at the hotel and didn't go join them. But Jamison had gone with them. I think he'd gone with Kenny or something. I want to say I was 23 at this point. Yeah, I was 23. So Jamison was 18. Too young to drink, but they told me later on, like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jamison had a little bit to drink. There's nothing I could do about it, though. Like, I think I didn't know that was gonna happen. Yeah, I wasn't there to stop it, and I mean, it would have been strange to, like, physically block him from doing it anyway, but yeah, I don't know what all else he had already been doing at that point. I'm sure that wasn't the first time he had alcohol. I don't blame anyone for anything. Like, I don't blame any of my friends because, I don't know, they weren't that old either, and when I was his age, I would have refused to do. I mean, I was older than he was. I legally was allowed to drink, and I still refused to do it. So he made his choices, but I don't even think that was a big problem necessarily. The actual drugs were the problem. But, I don't know. I didn't mean for this to get all about drugs and addiction and problems necessarily. This time I was more talking about the stuff that I wished he continued doing with us, and the efforts I made later on, I guess too late maybe, to try and include him in stuff more. Yeah, I don't know when it was he lost interest in this kind of thing. Or maybe he never really lost interest and just got more caught up in other stuff too that ate up his time and attention, and I mean, I guess that's probably it. Jamison's favorite game was always Final Fantasy IX. That's the one, I mean, that's kind of like one of the main reasons we saved up and bought the PlayStation 2 together. Jamison, even years and years later, when he was an adult, after he'd gotten clean from drugs for a while, he was playing a little bit of Final Fantasy IX again and said it was still a masterpiece and it was still his favorite game and it was exciting as the first time he played it. So he was still into that stuff, he still liked that stuff. I've used some Final Fantasy IX music here in some of these video segments, and I'm sure I'm going to use more. It was his favorite game. It's one of my favorite games. But yeah, I'm trying to use a lot of music, even if it might seem sappy or obvious as it's playing. I hope it's not too much, but I'm trying to use stuff that was significant to him, that he liked, that I liked, that he and I liked together and talked about, that we'd listen to in the car together on the CD soundtracks I bought. I'm trying to load these segments up with different music that we both liked. Or in some cases, like the song that's playing right now is from NieR Automata. NieR Automata, I don't know how to say it. He never played that game as far as I'm aware. I didn't even play it until after he'd already died. In fact, I played it very shortly after I got back from the States for his funeral, for his memorial service. I came back and it was like one of the first things I did, I think, was start playing the game. So a lot of my memories of that game are tied up with memories of Jamison's death being a really fresh thing in my life and in my mind. And so a lot of the music in that game has kind of that connotation for me. A lot of the running around the city ruins with that piano song that I used in the very first episode of this video series just made me think of like life from this point on is life without my brother being alive. And so even though he didn't listen to any of this music, I'm I'm including it for that reason. It's just like music that is kind of attached to him in my brain now. So I recorded this character creation footage separately from the audio I'm doing now because I didn't want to be distracted while I was trying to talk. I think I actually did a pretty good job of getting this guy to look like him, like the way he looked when he was an adult. I tried to play Persona 5 last year. I got kind of bored of it. I guess more so the idea of playing a game that was like over 100 hours, having already come off of like NieR and I think Dragon Quest. I don't remember what order I played these games, but I just didn't want to jump into another huge game like that, so I stopped. But I actually had named my character after him. I don't know how much I'm going to keep doing stuff like that, but yeah, all this stuff. I played a lot of video games when I got back from the States. I didn't really know what else to do. I was on like my summer break and I just didn't really know what to do, so I just played a bunch of games. Guess now I'm making these videos.